This video brought to you by Forex Internals.
Hi, and welcome to the FX Internals Trader Helper demonstration, where today we'll be talking to you about the differences in MetaTrader 4's order entry system and Trader Helper's order entry system with regards to setting stop loss and trailing stops, viewing your positions, and closing your positions. So why don't we jump right in? You'll see that we have a number of open positions in our account right now. You can see them here in MetaTrader, and you can see them here in Trader Helper. And let's talk about how to set a stop loss. In order to set a stop loss, you select the position, right-click on it, and hit Modify or Delete the position. We're going to be modifying this position. It shows you where the entry is, and I want to set a stop loss 10 pips away. So I copy, and it shows me that the stop loss is at 1.40810. Well, my entry is 1.0120, so my stop loss is really 7 pips away and not 10 pips away, and that's because MetaTrader sets the stop loss and take profits based on, in fact, I'll just show you if we look at the take profit, copy it as 5, and it puts the stop loss here, and moves it based on, if you notice now we have a stop loss and take profit here, based on where the current bid and ask are, not based on where your actual order entry is. So why don't we close that and show you how we do it in Trader Helper. You select the order that you want to edit or modify, and we hit Modify, and you say, I'd like a take profit, modify my take profit, modify my stop loss, and I want a, say, 15-point take profit and a 15-point stop loss. And you'll notice that it puts it from 1.399970, 15 pips from the actual entry and 15 pips from the actual entry. So when we send that in,
position modified.
You can see on the chart up here where they put in that we have a 15 pip stop loss and a 15 pip take profit. We think that's just a lot clearer, having your orders be modified based on their actual entries, not based on the current bid and ask that happen to be around. Now let's say you want to set a trailing stop, and we want to set it on, again, on the same order. In MetaTrader, you'd right-click on it, set trailing stop, and because this is a 5-digit broker, or a partial pip broker, they do it in points, and a point is a partial pip, so a 115-point trailing stop is a 11.5 pip trailing stop. And when you do that, you don't really know that you've got a stop loss on, do you? So you have to go in and check it and see that you do, etc. Now, under Trader Helper, you select the order. You see this column that says trailing stop and there's nothing in it. You hit Modify. And this time we're not modifying our stop loss and take profit. We're modifying the trailing stop. And we want to set a 15 pip trailing stop trigger with a 5 pip trail. So if we get 15 pips into the money, I want to trail a stop 5 pips from that point, and we hit send. And on the next tick, you'll see the position modified with that trailing stop. Now this trailing stop works very differently than MetaTrader. You can set a trigger and a trail, and in MetaTrader, the trigger is the trail, meaning if you set a 15 pip trailing stop, when you hit 15 pips of profit, you set a break-even trailing stop, and it trails by 15 pips. We don't think that's as flexible or as powerful as the trailing stops that we have implemented here. Now let's talk about how you can view your positions. You'll notice you have your profit here, and it bounces around based on what your levels are, but you don't really know how many pips in profit you are. And if you look at your dollar Swiss position, you have a profit of $156.71 because a pip is not a rounded number. But if you look down here in Trader Helper, you can see exactly how many pips in profit you are. You can look at your net profit in red or green, and look at your pips in red and green, and just very quickly understand which positions are in the money or out of the money, and how far in the money, and et cetera, just based on where your entry prices are and where your net profits are. Also, if you look up here, we have, and I'll sort by symbol so you can see it clearly, we have a number of euro positions and a Swiss position and a number of yen positions. And you can ask yourself, how are my euro positions doing? Well, I'm $132.90 up on one and 11, and it bounces around, and you have to sort of do the math in your head to know how much you are up or down in a particular currency. I'm actually, you have to go over here and look at size and say I have 3 or 0.3 lots short on the euro. But if you go to position summary here, you have your entire position summarized. You can tell if you're long or short, how many lots you have, what your average entry, what the current price, what the net pips on the position as a whole is. And again, this is much more informative as to what your net positions are. If you go to think about closing a position in MetaTrader, you have to right-click on it, hit close the position, wait for the dialog to come up, and hit close, and then it closes, and you get notified, and you have to repeat that for another position, another single order. Again, that's a little cumbersome, especially if you have multiple positions open. In Trader Helper, there are 2 ways to close your positions, and you can close them very quickly. We can go to the euro positions and just hit close. Select all euro positions and close them. So no matter how many euro positions I had, all my euro positions would be closed. Alternately, you can go to your Open Positions tab, select multiple positions of any currency. In fact, let's close one of the dollar Swiss and one of the dollar yen, and hit close. And we will close all of those positions. Again, this kind of flexibility and speed gives you much greater control over your trading ability, much greater control over your trades, and hopefully will make you a better trader. We hope you've enjoyed this demo and hope that you take the time to look at the other videos on our site for a full explanation on how Trader Helper works with all of its features. And we wish you the best of luck in trading.